Hey there, friends. So I just have to come out with something. If you have asked me in the last 4 or 5 months if I'm okay, and I told you yes, I've been lying to you. I don't lie, but I've been acting okay, and I've not been okay. So, starting last January up until May, I was going to the gym like 5 days a week. I was really proud of myself, doing well. Well, I dated a guy for like a couple months out of there. I try to give guys a chance. I really do. I try not to be a man hater. And anyway, this guy ended up like drop kicking me in the chest because I was leaving. And, it threw my ribs out. And so I had to go to the chiropractor to get my ribs back in line because I was not going to go to the gym and do heavy deadlifts and stuff with my ribs out because you could further injure your spine. Anyway, my chiropractor was out on vacation, and so I went to a new chiropractor who seemed she seemed really great. She was into holistic stuff like me, and, a little out there, but cool. Well, at any rate, she did very, very intense adjustments. And she did this huge adjustment on my hip, which essentially felt as though she dislocated my hip. And so my hip has been in constant stabbing pain probably since June. And for the first month of pain, I didn't do anything or take anything for it. I've been going to a chiropractor for 12 to 15 years, so I just assumed that it was just processing and that it would get better. So for the first month, I just ignored it. I just ignored that the pain was there. And then after about a month or so of the pain, I thought, I don't take ibuprofen, even for headaches, but I was like, I should probably try some ibuprofen or something to kind of mitigate this. I'm just stuck in traffic. We're gonna be late to pre-K again, and there's another thing. Thank you. So I finally started taking ibuprofen, and it's been 5 months now. I have to take like 4 ibuprofen at a time, and here's the thing, I'm a lightweight, I don't take any type of medication. I have to take like 4 ibuprofen at a time, about 4 times a day, about every 6 hours, just to keep the pain away. It feels like there's a knife that is stuck in between my hip and my thigh bone, like in that joint there. I have gone to urgent care because I've woken up crying. I've gone to my primary doctor. I've gone to a pain management. I've gone to different chiropractors. I've gone to physical therapy, and it hasn't changed. And it's hard to get up in the morning because I'm in so much pain. Nothing really feels better. It hurts to sit. It hurts to stand. It hurts to lay down. It just hurts all the time, and it doesn't stop. And it makes it very hard in the mornings because I have to get up and get my daughter to school, and I wake up barely able to move. And so she's in pre-K, and I try to get her there on time. In between me trying to get over my pain, her not wanting to wake up, now I've been stuck in this traffic. My commute is typically 20 minutes, at least to get her to school. And look, I'm stuck in this bottleneck of traffic now for the last 5-10 minutes, just sitting in place. So if I'm late to get her to school, she doesn't get breakfast. And if I feed her breakfast at home, it takes like an hour. So I don't know what to do. I feel like a bad mom either way. So it's like I can feed her breakfast at home and dilly-dally and be late because we're too dilly-dallying. Or I could take her to school and be late and she doesn't get breakfast. Or if I get her a donut on the way into school, I'm still a bad mom because I'm feeding her a donut. Right? Like it's the no-win situation. And it's really hard to deal with. I've never been injured before. I've never been injured. I've never been in chronic pain. I've never been this like unwell. It's very hard to deal with having a child because their demands and their needs don't stop. So like some days I've got really good energy and I can function, and some days I can't. And it's frustrating. Like I bought us tickets to the amusement park for the whole summer, and I thought, oh my god, we're gonna go on all these adventures, we're gonna have so much fun. And like I can barely move on the weekends, and I can't be mobile enough to get all the laundry done. Like I'm giving all my physical energy to work and my daughter, and it's not left on the weekends. It's not there anymore. So a lot of things have kind of piled up. Laundry's piled up, dishes pile up, things that need fixed pile up. The yard needs it's all me. It's all me. It's all on me. So it's draining. It's incredibly draining and incredibly frustrating. And then, because of this hip injury, obviously I haven't been back to the gym since May, since the guy kicked me. Okay? Like I haven't been able to go because I can barely walk. And so I've put on like 20, 25 pounds. Now, granted, I've been heavy before, so I don't mind super bad, but it's incredibly frustrating to be finally getting, not finally getting yourself together. Okay, I've been on this weight loss journey for, I don't even know, since I was a child. But, I was so proud of myself sticking to the gym and being dedicated, because it's easy for me to change my diet and lose weight. Like, hey, I'm going to juice. Hey, I'm going to go vegan. Because I'm that, like, low flow kind of, juice and yoga type. I'm not that, like, yeah, let's get a hard in the gym. I'm not that type. So I was really proud of myself to actually, like, be building that strength. And then it's just like a slap in the face because, you get one injury and, your body, and this is exactly why I was always against the gym, is your body is so accustomed to burning so much energy that once you stop it goes through like a crisis. But yeah, I just want this hip. I want this hip fixed. I don't know what to do. I'm in constant pain. And it just makes, I don't know, it just piles up other things. So because I take so much ibuprofen, now my stomach is upset all the time, which causes, again, more lateness to work, and again, more anxiety about leaving the house, and I'm sick to my stomach all the time. I'm nauseous all the time. Ibuprofen that I'm taking to help with the hip, and then like my anxiety is through the roof, okay, because I'm trying to put all the pieces together, and my child is just, she's herself, she's just her wild self, and you just can't do it all. And then, feeling like a bad parent, like, oh my God, I left, we were finally on time today. We've been sitting in this same traffic. I live in Arkansas, I shouldn't be sitting in traffic. No, we're finally on time this morning, and now there's some random pileup. Okay, so we're still not getting there on time. She's not going to eat any breakfast. Okay, I can't win. I can't. Yeah, I hear you, Donut. I can't win. And then, like, so I'm trying to quiet, Josie. Stop yelling at me while I drive. But that's really fun, driving while child yells demands at you. It's a lot of fun. And listen, on the road, you do not need to be wary of drunk drivers. You need to be wary of parent drivers, because sit down and put a seatbelt on. Sit down. You can't move around in the car. So, yeah, and I'd love to, like, I don't know. I'm not taking any, I've had anxiety medication that works for me that I took 10 years ago when I had severe, like some PTSD, and I can't take that right now because, well, I'm trying to be a surrogate, so because I've always wanted to, and now I qualify because I've had a child. So you know, I'm trying to be very healing to my body and you know, not put any pollutants in it or anything, but yeah, I've just been dealing with this chronic pain and the side effects of this chronic pain, like the not only physical side effects but social and emotional side effects. You know, being late to work, probably being passed up for promotions, looking like the bad parent to my pre-K school. What?
On the highway.
Yes, we're on the highway. Don't roll any windows down. Please leave the car alone. Okay, leave the car. Just sit down. Sit down in your seat and sit still and watch your TV shows. Please, dear. Okay? Please. Don't roll the windows down. Don't climb around and do jungle gyms. Sit down. Sit down. Hey, sit down. In a seat, please. I know I'm passed up probably at work I've applied for 6 promotions. You know, I get nothing because, oh, well, you're late to work. Oh. You know, yeah, I am. Yeah. Because, like, I'm barely functioning. I can barely walk. Sit down, Joselina. Please sit down. I don't know. Unless I strap her to a seat, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare driving in a car. It's a nightmare doing everything. Okay? It's a nightmare going grocery shopping because the whole time it's like, stop that, put that down, don't touch this, don't. It's a nightmare. Being a single parent is a non-stop struggle. I mean, unless your kid actually listens, in which, bless you, bless. But yeah, so, yeah, just like dealing with all this stuff. And then like my best friend in Arkansas, who's like a 60-year-old man, you know, because they're non-threatening and, you know, he's intelligent. And so it's, you know, it's a good relationship because he doesn't pester me physically. You know, I don't like that. And let me stop there, not to mention the fact that while I'm sick like this, while I'm in pain, all I want is some companionship, and for maybe to somebody, like, wouldn't it be great for somebody to come over into my mess and just watch a movie with me? That would be amazing. Just to not feel so isolated, just to not feel so unwell, that's all I want. But at the same time, I think one does not want to make friends when they're not feeling well, because you're so exhausted, you don't have time for small talk. And you don't want to give the wrong first impression, like, hey, here's me 20 pounds heavier and pain and kind of depressed. Like, it's not the first impression you want to give. But so anyway, within my pain, my 60-year-old friend was constantly ragging on me about my size. Okay. And I mean, even with the fluff I've gained, I went from like a size 4 to a size 10 or 8 maybe. But even so, 8 to 10 is it's not a big deal. You know, ladies, it's not a big deal. Not to anybody but ourselves. Okay? But yeah, I was very disappointed because, like, my 60-year-old man emergency contact here, the one that I thought I could trust, constantly ragging on my size and just belittling me, like telling me how disgusting I am for gaining weight, and I'm like I have an injury. Like, second of all, it's none of your business, because you shouldn't be looking at me like that. But, you know, I try not to generalize men or get angry at men because I know they don't think the same way, but dear God. But anyway, I guess that's what I've been struggling with. I've taken a break from my personal business from my side business, you know, my company that I've been raising for 14 years. Taking a break on that this year because I mean, even before the injury, the stress, it was just a lot. I can't do everything. And I like my position at my job. I like the fact that when my daughter had her birthday, the people who I know from my business class, the people on Zoom, they're not the ones coming to her party. They're not the ones, you know, I guess my coworkers aren't the hugging type, but I would love it if, you know, that you get a hug at the end of the day, or, you know, there's just no face-to-face. And I think COVID made us realize how important that face-to-face, that connection, that communication is. And so I love the people I live with. Do I want more? Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've been on my own, you know, keeping myself afloat for so long that absolutely, I don't know at what point I will be satisfied with financial stability, you know, because once all the bills are paid, then I'm thinking about investments, because I want to make investments so that I can have residual income, so that I never, no matter what happens, no matter if I lose a job or whatever, that I won't have to face instability again. So do I want more? Yeah, of course. But being a parent and then going through an injury, also, you also have to just know your limitations. I mean, I could work myself into the ground and then go home and yell at her because I'm exhausted and I'm burnt out and I'm overwhelmed. I don't want that type of interaction. I have a hard time, like, thank God she's sitting still right now. Joselina, you're being a very good girl. I see you sitting in the same spot and watching your show and being a very good girl. I like that. You have to provide the positive reinforcement when they're doing something well, but it's just even hard, you know, constantly needing to correct somebody. So, you know, but anyway, I've just been struggling this year with this injury, this hip injury from the chiropractor, and it's really put a kink in my life, and a kink in my mood, and a kink in my happiness, and within my abilities to function. And that's what's been going on, and I hope you all out there are doing well. If you are, share. If you're not, share. Let's let's start something. Let's talk more. Even if we can only record a video and send it out to people who can watch when they have the time to watch it, it's still our honesty and our truth and our lives. And so I hope that we can do more sharing. Anyway, I hope you all are having a great day. Make it a wonderful Tuesday. Bye.